Yo, what is going on, fans and coaches of the ASL? My name is Hydro322 here, and today, guys, I am bringing you the ASL Season 3 Consolation Bracket Finals. And I know it's been a while since you've seen anything, and you guys are probably wondering, where are the championships? Where are they? To be perfectly honest, there's been a lot going on in the ASL right now. We're in the middle of an off season. The off season is so hectic because you have to play like 2 games a week. We're getting things set up for season 4, and to be honest, as odd as it seems, the off season is anything but a break for us in management, at least. But without further ado, I have for you guys the Consolation Bracket Finals, and the championship will be up later. But this Consolation Bracket Finals is against Anaria and Anderson. And I'm not going to do stats for this, just simply because I don't want to spoil anything. You guys are just going to see the raw capture of what happened. So yeah, this was a very hyped up match. 2 Season 1 veterans, and yeah, Season 1 veterans, it's always fun to see them play. Hold up, I know the screen is like buffering because I'm trying to change it. Whatever, it's fine. Anyways, it's fine now. So yeah, 2 Season 1 veterans, and this is Anaria's farewell season. This is his last season in the ASL, and Anderson, of course, the commissioner. So this is a very hyped up battle, and without further ado, I really want to go ahead and hop into this, and I might stop it a couple times just to explain. I can't explain as in depth because it's not my battle. The next one is my battle. Anyways, it is a Azelf on Corsellia lead. Azelf is going to go for the U-turn, get some nice little momentum, and go into the Registeel, since realistically there is nothing that Corsellia can do to Registeel outside of HP Fire or HP Ground. And Corsellia wants to go out into the Kabutops, predicting the Toxic, but Anaria is going to make a good play and go for the Stealth Rocks. This Kabutops is going to get up its own Stealth Rocks, and there's the Toxic. So this thing is going to be put on a timer. It's going to go for the Rapid Spin. Anderson going for the Rapid Spin, trying to keep the rocks off the field, since Vikavolt looks very good in this matchup, bar that Mega Charizard X. So Kabutops is going to swap out, not wanting to take much more poison. And Lucario is out here very threatening this Registeel. And out comes Mega Charizard X, but it's not Mega yet. But Anderson just goes for the Flash Cannon, likely predicting the Tapu Bulu to come out. But Anderson is going to go for the Close Combat, predicting the Charizard to go ahead and go for the Roost, and then he could follow up with an Extreme Speed. So Lucario picking up the first kill of the match. And then out comes Bulu on the Lucario, which this basically shows it is a Choice Scarf Bulu, and it is about to superpower this thing. And that is exactly what is going to happen, as Bulu is going to get its attack lowered. And the only thing it could really do to this Corsellia is go for a Mega Horn. But it has to swap out and go into the Registeel, which Registeel honestly walls this thing. So I don't really think Anaria has any problems with letting Corsellia come in, just because that gives a free swap into Registeel. Registeel is going to go for the Seismic Toss, get some nice little damage off on the Kabutops. But the Poison is not going to be able to take it out. It does not kill it next turn, but with a combination of a Seismic Toss, it will. So Anaria is going to go for the Seismic Toss and gets rid of the Kabutops, but Anderson does get a spin off, and then can go into his Lucario and start to pressure this thing so it can knock it up rocks. He's going to go for the Close Combat, and that's maybe a low roll, and Registeel lives, and Anaria makes the great play of getting his rocks up, just because Vikavolt does look so good in this match, and Mega Charizard X is gone. So that was the right play by Anaria, and Anderson is going to follow up with another Close Combat and get rid of Registeel. Out comes Tapu Bulu again, revealing that it is Choice Scarf. But Lucario is a great matchup as well, so Anderson's got to keep it. And he's going to go for the Mega Horn, predicting this. But with the Leftovers recovery, it's out of range. As you're going to see, Anaria just misses out on the kill, and Corsellia can go for Moonlight. Now Tapu Bulu basically has to swap out here. Basically the best swap in is... Oh, it actually stays in. Maybe calling Anderson's bluff, but Anderson is just going to Moonlight again. Very smart play because it's a free play, but Anderson can actually now attack if he wants to play with rolls. He does not want to play with rolls. Oops, we swapped songs. We were on the Champion Iris. So Anderson's actually going to go for the hidden power. I assume that is hidden power poison. I don't think HP fire would have done that much. So HP poison makes sense. HP fire, I don't really see why you'd bring it. So I thought he might bring ice beam for Bulu though, just because I don't know. I guess HP poison hits harder. It just hits more things. But Tapu Bulu is going to be toxic, and it no longer benefits from its grassy terrain. Cresselia is going to go ahead and swap out into the Lucario, since Lucario 2 or 4 times resists this thing, and it doesn't matter what you are. It's a 4 times resisted hit. It is living. So out goes Bulu into the Azelf, as Azelf has to take a big flash cannon, and that is going to drop to the extreme speed. So Lucario putting on a tremendous amount of pressure, already picking up 3 kills in this match. Going ham. It's going to go for another extreme speed. Down goes Bulu. Lucario cannot be stopped. 4 kills. Out comes the Silvally water. And this even proves more that this Vikavolt is going to rip through Anaria's remaining 2 Mons. But out comes Electros. And Electros gets to go for a free Volt Switch here. There's nothing that Anaria can really do to stop that. If Snorlax comes out, great. Anderson could just go out into Lucario to apply more pressure. And Anderson is sitting in the driver's seat of this match. And Snorlax is going to get a little bit of grassy terrain, but that does not help. Lucario picking up its 5th kill in the match. I repeat, 5th kill. Lucario is going ham. There is no stopping this Pokemon. Out comes Silvally Water. Is it going to live? Anderson does not want to risk it. Just because Lucario could be the win condition in this match. He's just going to go ahead and sack off his Electros to this Silvally. So Silvally picking up a kill, closing the gap to make it 4-0. And Anderson is going to go into his Vikavolt and gets crit by the Flamethrower. And that crit matters. That crit does matter. It definitely does. I'm sure Anderson had a fair amount of bulk, and otherwise he wouldn't went into it. He would have just went into his Cresselia and ended the game. But Vikavolt gets crit, and it doesn't really matter towards the outcome, because then Sableye can just go ahead and Calm Mind here, as it's still going to be taking a ton of damage. If Anderson doesn't want to risk the crit, he can go for the Calm Mind, or if he does want to risk the crit, he can go for the Calm Mind. But the smart play is just to recover. And he's just going to Calm Mind up again, since this Sableye beats Silvally 101. And it can basically just go for another recover, stay out of the crit range, and then start firing off Shadow Balls or whatever Anderson has on this thing. And he's actually just going to recover again just to get high enough health, because now he actually can take 3 Surfs, and Silvally would have to get a lot of crits, or he'd have to get 4 hits. And he's going to go for Dark Pulse, go for get the 33% off. Basically, Lucario is now going to be able to kill this thing, but Silvally has picked up 2 kills in the process, so Silvally is actually putting on a lot of pressure right now, as this Sableye does beat it, and Anderson's best play is honestly just a Dark Pulse, put it in guaranteed range for Lucario, and is going to recover and take a Surf. There's honestly no reason to lose the Sableye, and he's just going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse right here, and is going to win the match 3-0. The Contract Killers are going to take a 3-0 victory over the Nightmare Nidoking, and this is going to end the Consolation bracket and ultimately end the season. The only ASL Season 3 video that we have left is the actual championship. This was a good game. Nice in 41 turns. I will tell you this, if you've already seen the championship, it's on my channel. It is so much longer than 41 turns. So get buckled up for that one. But Lucario putting on a tremendous amount of pressure from Anderson. Out the gate, getting rid of the Mega Charizard X, and then getting rid of Registeel early. And E-speeding Azelf, E-speeding Tapu Bulu, putting pressure on Snorlax. Lucario has got to be the MVP of the Consolation Finals. There is no doubting that. And then Sableye being able to come in and get rid of Silvally later in the match, as it did pick up 2 kills. And who killed Kabutops? Registeel killed Kabutops. So yeah, nice 3-0 from old friends back in Season 1. And it sucks to see you go, Anaria, and I'm glad to see that you're staying on the server. You're a great person to have in there, and good game to both of you guys, to the Nightmare Needle King and to the Contract Killers. It was a good game to watch, and I will see you next season, Anderson, and in the what's it called, off season. And Anaria, again, I'll see you on the server. Thank you all for watching this Consolation Bracket Finals, and I will see you guys all in the finals of the ASL Season 3 to crown who is champion. I will see you guys there. Goodbye.